Okay. I know this is gonna sound terrible. It sounded terrible with pest when I made the video about how we need to create a discourse, right? This is a continuation of this. We need to create a discourse in where we somehow have allies or people who are not our friends, right, but enemies of our enemies, right? Somehow have them aligned to fight with us without us having to condone them. And I'm saying us as like I'm not shit, right? But this is a narrative. This is the nature of the narrative. So, just kind of go with me, all right? But right, with Pestany, right? They were censoring people. Remember, they did censor wave like alpha or whatever, right? And they hit multiple people. They hit Jimmy Kimmel, right? They hit Pestany. They hit a bunch of people, right? And what I noticed was that we basically let them out to the wind because they deserve it, right? In Pestany's situation, right? He courted this type of weaponry, right? So we used it as an example, right? And that's perfect. We need to do that to say like, hey, look, the fascists are not your friends. They will never be your friends. Their ideology is to kill you, basically, or to get rid of you. Let's just put it that way. To get rid of you one way or the other, right? So they're never going to be your friends. So there was a whole lesson about like, well, you see, you started going over there to the feds, the same people that are now destroying you, right? We need to do that, but also somehow, some way, add something in where these people get the picture that they have to now fight them. That they have to be reminded they are aligned to us more than anyone else, right? How is that done? I don't know. The Pestany situation, the worst example. It's the worst example because no one's defending this dude, but it's also the best example because he is so big, right? He is so big, or was, right? And he is a debate pervert. Like, he is a weapon, right? He's a weapon. So, the example's terrible, but the point I'm trying to make, right? And then now with the ADL, right? Guess what happened with the ADL, right? The ADL, right, went full mask off on their, like, we're not a human rights organization or anything. We just defend Israel. That's really all we do. They even courted and defended the fascists, because the fascists are the only people that will excuse other fascist behavior. They're the only people that will excuse this. Everyone else will be like, ew, you're, ew. What's that mean, son? Brother, nah. For real, right? So, but then what happened? We had second wave, right? They, like the fascists, like the fish, like piranhas, to blood in the water, son. Instantaneous turn. Yeah, dismantle the ADL. They're a terrorist. Elon Musk himself did that after using the ADL's use of trying to use his power to whitewash his fascist or whatever, son. You know the whole deal, son, right? First thing, what the fascists do? They're like, right? Because they're okay. You know. I'm not explaining this. You know how fascists are, right? So, but then what happened again? Right? We're just like, oh, well, you see, look at this example, right? Now with the ADL, it's a little harder because we don't necessarily need another organization to like validate what every other organization has already knows, right? But the problem is, like, we do need an organization that will fight for Jewish rights, because you know these Nazis are everywhere, right? So this is a different example, but I feel like I can give the same sort of like thing I'm trying to say, son. We need a way, a discourse, somehow a way to be able to have these people, right, self-align themselves once they realize, you know, it's their head too, right? And also, there's a personal reason, son. There's a personal reason, right? Personally, it's because that's our prey, son. That is our right to destroy these evil motherfuckers. Not these stupid Nazi motherfuckers. Absolutely, they don't get nothing, son. They don't get no win. They don't get fucking shit. Those disgusting demons. That is our prey. Right? But this isn't warfare, right? Well, warfare isn't like political warfare is not like always the same as like real white warfare, right? You know, they say don't stop your enemies when they're making a mistake, right? The thing is, like, our enemies aren't things you can kill. Ideas aren't things you can kill. You understand? So they represent the embodiment of an idea, right? So we can't necessarily use that same tactic. What the tactics is, I don't know. I'm retarded, okay? I'm a dumbass. I don't know what it would be, but I know that these people need to be our pawns until the situation is cleared. You see, the thing though with these sheep ass motherfuckers, like some of them will gladly be like, yes, we know you want to kill us, but we still agree with you. Kill us last, like on God, son, on God. Like, that's the only problem. Like, that's the only problem. Please kill us last. I don't know, but that's how I feel.